The scientific secret to rapidly boosting your leg strength. The video presents groundbreaking nutritional science, showing that regaining leg strength and improving neuromuscular function can start within just 12 hours after consuming specific foods, especially those rich in certain amino acids and nutrients. It challenges the traditional belief that age-related muscle loss is simply due to muscle fiber, shrinkage, or hormonal decline, revealing that a critical cause is actually the disconnection between nerves and muscle cell breakdown in neuromuscular signaling. Key nutrients like leucine, an essential amino acid, choline, precursor to acetylcholine, and dietary nitrates play crucial roles in restoring this communication and muscle function rapidly. The video highlights several powerful, accessible foods and explains their biochemical roles. Leucine-rich proteins, for example, eggs, beef, whey protein, activate the mTOR pathway, stimulating muscle protein synthesis and overcoming age-related anabolic resistance. Choline from egg yolks boosts acetylcholine production, essential for nerve-to-muscle signaling. Beets, rich in dietary nitrates, enhance nitric oxide production, improving blood flow and oxygen delivery to leg muscles, vital for performance and recovery. Dark leafy greens provide antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds that reduce chronic inflammation, a hidden but significant factor in muscle decline. The video also stresses the importance of timing and distribution of nutrient intake throughout the day, particularly starting with a leucine and choline-rich breakfast to maximize muscle maintenance and functional recovery. This new understanding goes beyond exercise and traditional protein consumption, offering practical, science-backed dietary strategies to reconnect and reactivate dormant muscle capacity, enhance strength, stability, and independence, especially for adults over 50. Unlocking leg strength with one simple food. What if I told you that tomorrow morning, you could wake up feeling stronger in your legs, more energized, more stable, and ready to take on your day with confidence? No complicated workouts, no expensive gadgets, no miracle pills, just one simple, everyday food, something likely already sitting in your kitchen that could start reconnecting your muscles and nerves in as little as 12 hours. You might be skeptical. After all, most of us accept that leg weakness and fatigue are just part of getting older, a slow, inevitable decline we can't escape. But what if that belief is wrong? What if the real reason your legs feel tired or unstable isn't because your muscles are gone, but because they're simply not switched on? Imagine your muscles like a powerful stereo system. The speakers are fine, but the wires connecting them to the amplifier are frayed or loose. The sound potential is still there, but the message doesn't get through. Science is now revealing that this is exactly what happens inside many of our bodies as we age. The nerve signals that tell our muscles to move become weak or disconnected. And here's the exciting part. Specific nutrients in the right foods can repair these wires and recharge your muscular system fast, sometimes within hours. This isn't guesswork or hype. It's backed by cutting-edge research published in respected journals, tested on adults over 50, showing measurable improvements in muscle protein synthesis, nerve communication, and energy production after consuming key foods rich in leucine, choline, and dietary nitrates. This video will walk you through the fascinating science behind muscle disconnection, why your leg strength may be fading, and most importantly, what you can do about it starting today. You'll learn which foods to prioritize, when to eat them, and how they work together to reactivate your body's natural power. If stronger, more resilient legs and a more confident, independent you sound worth it, keep watching, because the path to reclaiming your strength might be simpler and closer than you ever imagined. Understanding the real cause of leg weakness, it's not just muscle loss. As we get older, many of us notice subtle changes. Climbing stairs becomes a chore, our balance feels a little off, and our legs tire faster than they used to. It's easy to blame these signs on just getting old, but the truth is far more interesting and much more hopeful. For decades, the common explanation for weaker legs was simple. Muscles shrink and lose strength because we don't use them as much, or because hormones that support muscle health decline with age. While those factors do play a role, modern science is showing that they tell only part of the story. Here's the key insight. Much of the muscle tissue you think you've lost isn't actually gone. It's still there, but it's disconnected. Think of your muscles like a stereo system in your living room. The speakers are in perfect condition, ready to deliver crystal clear sound. But if the wires connecting those speakers to your amplifier are damaged, frayed, or loose, the music simply won't play properly. The potential is there, but the signal isn't getting through. Your muscles work the same way. They need a constant flow of electrical signals from your brain and spinal cord delivered through specialized nerve cells called motor neurons. These signals tell your muscles when and how strongly to contract, to lift your foot, hold your balance, or push off the ground. Starting as early as your 40s, these motor neurons and their connections can begin to degrade or weaken. The wires, the neural pathways, become frayed. The messages between your brain and leg muscles get garbled or delayed. Your muscles, though still physically present, are essentially offline, idle, and waiting for their orders. This breakdown in communication means your legs don't respond as quickly or powerfully as they once did. You may feel wobbliness when standing up, or find your legs tire much sooner during activities, even if your daily habits haven't changed. These symptoms aren't just normal aging, they're signs that your neuromuscular system needs support. And here's the exciting news. This neural disconnection is reversible. Research from leading universities has shown that with the right nutrients, the signals can be restored, effectively rewiring your system to bring those muscles back online faster than you might expect. Muscle protein synthesis, mitochondria, and neural signals. So, how exactly does the body rebuild strength and restore communication between your brain and muscles? To understand this, we need to explore 3 key biological players. 1. Muscle protein synthesis, the body's repair workshop. Muscle protein synthesis, MPS, is the process your body uses to build and repair muscle tissue. Think of it like a construction crew repairing damaged buildings and strengthening structures. When MPS is active, muscle fibers grow stronger and more resilient. However, as we age, this repair process becomes less efficient, partly because the signals to start construction weaken. The good news: recent research shows that certain nutrients can jumpstart this process quickly. By consuming specific amino acids, your body receives a clear message to ramp up muscle repair, sometimes within just 12 hours. 2. Mitochondria, your muscle's power plants. Mitochondria are tiny organelles inside every muscle cell, often called the power plants of the cell. They generate the energy, ATP, your muscles need to contract, recover, and perform. When mitochondrial activity declines, your muscles feel fatigued, slow, and weak. Studies reveal that proper nutrition can boost mitochondrial function rapidly, increasing energy production and endurance. This means your legs can perform better and recover faster from exertion. 3. Neuromuscular signaling, the brain-to-muscle communication highway. Finally, the electrical signals sent from your brain through motor neurons to your muscles are critical. These signals travel across a tiny but essential gap called the neuromuscular junction, where nerves talk to muscle fibers. As we age, this communication weakens due to reduced neurotransmitter production and receptor sensitivity, especially involving acetylcholine, a chemical messenger essential for muscle contraction. Without clear signals, muscles respond sluggishly or not at all. Cutting-edge studies, including those from the University of Calgary, show that even when muscle strength declines, the actual muscle fibers often remain intact. The problem lies in this disrupted communication. The remarkable finding is that proper nutrient support can restore this signaling, essentially reconnecting your muscles to your nervous system. This triple focus on stimulating muscle repair, powering cells efficiently, and repairing neural connections underpins the promise of nutritional strategies to regain leg strength rapidly. Key nutrients to reactivate your leg muscles: leucine, choline, and dietary nitrates. Restoring leg strength isn't just about eating more protein or exercising harder. It's about feeding your body with the right specific nutrients that target the biological pathways behind muscle repair, nerve signaling, and blood flow. Let's break down the 3 nutritional powerhouses that science says can make a real difference, sometimes within just hours. 1. Leucine, the anabolic trigger for muscle growth. Leucine is an essential amino acid, meaning your body can't produce it, you must get it from your diet. But leucine is much more than just a building block for protein. It acts as a powerful switch to turn on muscle protein synthesis, MPS, activating a key cellular pathway called mTOR, mammalian target of rapamycin, which controls muscle growth and repair. Research shows that a meal rich in leucine can override the natural resistance to muscle-building signals that often develops with age. For example, a 2011 study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults consuming leucine-rich meals experienced a significant increase in muscle protein synthesis within hours. Top leucine-rich foods: eggs, beef, chicken, whey protein isolate, and dairy products. You don't need massive amounts, about 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine per meal. Roughly 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein is enough to activate mTOR and kickstart muscle repair. 2. Choline, the precursor to acetylcholine, your muscle's spark plug. For your muscles to contract properly, your nervous system relies on a neurotransmitter called acetylcholine. It's essentially the spark plug that triggers muscle fibers to respond to your brain's commands. As we age, acetylcholine production and receptor sensitivity decline, leading to slower, weaker muscle responses. Choline, a nutrient found abundantly in egg yolks, soybeans, and certain leafy greens, is the raw material your body uses to make acetylcholine. Studies, including a 2012 review in Nutrients, reveal that increasing dietary choline can boost acetylcholine levels in as little as 6 to 12 hours, especially when combined with movement. Why eggs? Just 2 whole eggs provide over 300 milligrams of choline, enough to support rapid neurotransmitter production and improve neuromuscular signaling, helping your legs fire with more precision and power. 3. Dietary nitrates, unlocking blood flow and oxygen delivery with beets. Muscles need oxygen and nutrients delivered efficiently through the blood to perform and recover well. Unfortunately, aging arteries and capillaries often narrow or lose responsiveness, impairing circulation. This can leave your legs feeling heavy, tired, and slow to react. Enter nitric oxide, NO, a gas molecule that signals blood vessels to relax and widen, boosting blood flow. Your body produces NO from dietary nitrates, which are especially rich in beets and leafy greens. A 2015 study in the Journal of Applied Physiology showed that older adults who drank beetroot juice experienced measurable improvements in leg muscle power within hours, particularly in fast-twitch fibers critical for balance and quick movements. How to use: drinking 8-10 ounces, 250-300 milliliters of beetroot juice, or eating 1-2 medium beets about 90 minutes before physical activity optimizes nitric oxide production and blood flow, enhancing muscle function and recovery. Together, these nutrients target the 3 critical systems your legs depend on: muscle repair, nerve communication, and circulation. By incorporating them strategically into your meals, especially breakfast and pre-activity, you set the stage for rapid strength gains and renewed mobility. The power of timing: how when you eat affects leg strength recovery. It's not just what you eat. The timing and distribution of your nutrients throughout the day play a crucial role in how effectively your body rebuilds muscle and restores neuromuscular function. This is especially true as we age. Why timing matters: every time you eat protein, your body triggers muscle protein synthesis, MPS, the repair process that builds muscle strength and endurance. But this process isn't constant. It's activated in response to the presence of key amino acids, especially leucine. Research has shown that spreading your protein intake evenly over the day, rather than consuming most of it at one meal, significantly enhances muscle maintenance and growth. Starting your day with a protein-rich meal ideally, one high in leucine and choline, helps prime your muscles and nervous system after the overnight fast. Practical morning ritual to reactivate leg strength: eat 2 whole eggs within 30 minutes of waking. This provides a powerful dose of choline to boost acetylcholine production, jump-starting neuromuscular signaling. Pair eggs with a leucine-rich protein source, such as a scoop of whey protein or cottage cheese, to activate the mTOR pathway and muscle repair. Include a serving of leafy greens or a small amount of healthy fat, like olive oil or avocado, to enhance nutrient absorption and reduce inflammation. This nutrient-packed breakfast not only repairs muscle tissue but also reconnects your brain and muscles, helping your legs feel stronger and more responsive throughout the day. Timing around activity. Consuming dietary nitrates from beets about 90 minutes before exercise or physical activity maximizes nitric oxide production, improving blood flow and oxygen delivery to your leg muscles. Pair this with light movements such as a brisk walk or gentle cycling to further amplify nitric oxide synthesis. Consistency and distribution. Aim for 3 to 4 protein-rich meals daily, each containing about 25-30 grams of high-quality protein with sufficient leucine. Avoid front-loading protein into one large meal, often dinner, with minimal intake earlier in the day. Maintain regular timing to align with your circadian rhythm, as nutrient processing and muscle responsiveness fluctuate throughout the day. The science of circadian rhythms and muscle health. Your body's internal clock regulates hormonal release, metabolic function, and immune response, all of which influence muscle repair and inflammation. Eating nutrient-rich meals at consistent times, especially early in the day, supports this rhythm, optimizing your muscles' ability to recover and your nervous system's ability to signal effectively. When you feed your body the right nutrients and at the right times, you give your legs the best chance to regain strength quickly. This isn't just about protein quantity. It's about quality, timing, and nutrient synergy. Debunking common myths and answering FAQs about muscle nutrition and leg strength. When it comes to muscle health and nutrition, there's a lot of confusion and misinformation, especially for older adults aiming to regain leg strength. Let's clear up some common myths and answer questions that often come up. Myth 1. I just need to eat more protein overall, no matter when or what kind. Reality. While protein quantity matters, quality and timing are equally critical. Consuming adequate protein is necessary, but older adults often don't get enough of the essential amino acid leucine at the right times to trigger muscle protein synthesis efficiently. Spreading protein intake evenly and focusing on leucine-rich foods like eggs, whey, and lean meats helps maximize muscle repair and strength gains. Myth 2. Plant-based diets can't support muscle growth because they lack complete protein. Reality. Plant proteins often have lower levels of leucine and some essential amino acids, but it's entirely possible to build and maintain muscle on a plant-based diet by combining diverse protein sources. For example, legumes, soy, quinoa, nuts. For example, soybeans and quinoa are relatively high in leucine compared to other plants. Additionally, plant-based eaters should pay special attention to overall protein intake and timing to ensure they meet leucine thresholds, sometimes with the help of supplements like pea or soy protein isolates. Myth 3. Supplements are the only way to get enough leucine and choline. Reality. While supplements like whey protein isolate are highly effective and convenient leucine sources, many whole foods provide ample leucine and choline. Eggs, lean meats, dairy, soy products, and certain nuts can supply these nutrients naturally. Supplements can be useful, especially when appetite is low or dietary restrictions apply, but they're not the only answer. How soon can I expect to see improvements in leg strength? Studies show measurable improvements in muscle protein synthesis and neuromuscular signaling within 6 to 12 hours of consuming leucine and choline-rich foods. Functional benefits like improved walking speed and balance can appear within days to weeks, especially when combined with light physical activity. Is exercise necessary if I follow this nutritional protocol? Yes. Nutrition and exercise work hand in hand. While the right foods can reactivate muscle signaling and improve recovery, physical movement provides essential stimuli that strengthen muscles, improve circulation, and enhance nervous system responsiveness. Even light daily activity, walking, stretching, or cycling amplifies the benefits of targeted nutrition. Can older adults with chronic conditions benefit from this approach? Absolutely. Nutritional strategies focusing on leucine, choline, and nitric oxide precursors have been studied in older adults, including those with mild mobility impairments. However, individuals with specific health conditions should consult healthcare professionals before making major dietary changes or adding supplements. Understanding the nuances of protein quality, nutrient timing, and the role of specific amino acids dispels myths and empowers you to make informed choices. Whether you follow a plant-based or omnivorous diet, the key lies in delivering the right nutrients at the right time consistently to restore and maintain leg strength. The hidden enemy, chronic inflammation, and how anti-inflammatory foods protect your leg strength. When thinking about leg strength and muscle health, inflammation might not be the first thing that comes to mind. Yet, chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the silent but powerful culprits behind muscle decline, fatigue, and impaired recovery, especially as we age. What is chronic inflammation? Unlike acute inflammation, which is a natural and temporary response to injury or infection, chronic inflammation is a subtle, persistent elevation of inflammatory markers in your body that can last for months or years. It quietly disrupts muscle protein synthesis, increases oxidative stress, and damages muscle cells, all of which reduce muscle mass and strength over time. How inflammation impacts your legs. Your leg muscles are particularly vulnerable because they depend heavily on efficient nutrient delivery and rapid repair to sustain mobility and balance. Chronic inflammation narrows blood vessels, impairs oxygen and nutrient flow, and interferes with muscle cell function, often making legs feel heavy, tired, or slow to respond. Elevated levels of inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein, CRP, and interleukin-6 IL-6 have been linked in multiple studies to reduced muscle strength and mass in older adult 7 in those with adequate exercise and nutrition. The anti-inflammatory power of dark leafy greens. Here's where nutrition becomes a powerful tool. Certain foods are packed with anti-inflammatory compounds that help your body dial down excessive inflammation and promote muscle recovery. Dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, arugula, Swiss chard, and mustard greens are some of the most potent natural anti-inflammatory foods. They are rich in polyphenols like quercetin, powerful antioxidants that neutralize free radicals, chlorophyll, which supports detoxification, magnesium, essential for muscle and nerve function, nitrate compounds, which also boost nitric oxide production for better blood flow. Eating these greens regularly can help reduce inflammatory signals that impair muscle health, enhancing absorption and effectiveness. To maximize the benefits of these anti-inflammatory greens, add a drizzle of healthy fats such as olive oil or avocado, which help absorb fat-soluble antioxidants like vitamin K and beta-carotene. Include a splash of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar, which may aid digestion and further support your body's inflammation control mechanism. Aim to include these greens, especially in your first meal of the day, helping set a positive tone for inflammatory regulation throughout your body's circadian rhythm. Chronic inflammation is like a hidden brake, slowing your leg muscles down from within. But by consistently nourishing your body with anti-inflammatory foods, you can release this brake, allowing muscles to recover, rebuild, and perform better. Coupled with targeted nutrients like leucine and choline, this approach creates a holistic strategy for vibrant, strong legs that keep you moving confidently. Integrating nutrition, movement, and your body clock, the complete strategy for stronger legs. Regaining and maintaining leg strength is not about isolated fixes. It requires a holistic approach that combines the right nutrients, regular physical activity, and alignment with your body's natural rhythms. More than just muscle building. While nutrition provides the building blocks and signals to repair and reconnect your muscles, exercise is the essential stimulus that tells your body to use them. Even light activities like walking, cycling, or dynamic stretching increase blood flow, boost nitric oxide production, and enhance neuromuscular communication. Movement also helps regulate inflammation and encourages your nervous system to respond more efficiently. For example, pairing beetroot juice intake with 20 minutes of light exercise maximizes the widening of blood vessels, improving oxygen and nutrient delivery precisely where your leg muscles need it. Circadian rhythms. Timing is everything. Your body operates on a 24-hour internal clock known as the circadian rhythm, which controls hormone release, metabolism, immune function, and muscle responsiveness. Research shows that your muscles and nervous system are more receptive to nutrients and repair signals at certain times, especially in the morning after a night's fast. This is why a protein and choline-rich breakfast not only fuels muscle repair but also resets your body's biological clocks to optimize recovery and strength gains throughout the day. Eating irregularly or late at night can disrupt this rhythm, impairing muscle protein synthesis and prolonging inflammation. Creating your daily routine for leg strength. Morning. Start with a leucine and choline-rich breakfast. For example, eggs plus whey protein plus leafy greens. Hydrate and include anti-inflammatory foods to set a positive tone. Before activity. Consume beetroot juice or raw beets 90 minutes prior to movement. Engage in light to moderate exercise for 20+ minutes to boost circulation and muscle activation. Throughout the day, distribute protein intake evenly over 3 to 4 meals to maintain muscle protein synthesis. Incorporate more anti-inflammatory greens and healthy fats. Stay hydrated and avoid late-night heavy meals. Why this matters: independence and quality of life. Stronger legs mean more than just physical ability. They support your independence, reduce fall risk, improve confidence, and enhance overall well-being. By syncing nutrition, movement, and your body clock, you empower yourself to live vibrantly at any age. Reclaim your leg strength and vitality starting today. Regaining leg strength isn't a distant dream or a complex challenge reserved for the young or elite athletes. It's a scientifically backed, achievable goal, and it can start with the food on your plate, the timing of your meals, and the simple choices you make each day. By understanding that muscle loss is often a story of disconnection rather than disappearance, you unlock the power to reconnect your nervous system and muscles through targeted nutrition. Key nutrients like leucine, choline, and dietary nitrates work together to restore muscle protein synthesis, enhance nerve signals, and improve blood flow sometimes within just 12 hours. Pairing these nutrients with anti-inflammatory foods, spreading protein intake evenly throughout the day, and aligning your habits with your body's natural circadian rhythms create the perfect environment for your legs to regain strength, stability, and confidence. Remember, food is not just fuel. It's a powerful signal and a tool for renewal. Add in regular movement, even light activity, and you amplify these effects, supporting your independence and quality of life. Your action plan. Start your mornings with a nutrient-packed breakfast featuring eggs and a high leucine protein source. Include dark leafy greens and healthy fats to reduce inflammation. Drink beetroot juice before any physical activity to boost circulation. Spread your protein intake evenly across meals. Move daily with light exercise to maximize neuromuscular reconnection. Your journey to stronger legs and a more vibrant life starts with these simple, science-backed steps. Take action today. Your future self will thank you.